Hello. It's time for a half episode. And I'm kind of hoping that the amount of half episodes I have to do going forward is no more than 2, because this is definitely going to be split into multiple parts. And I really don't want it to be more than 2, because then that just delays when I'll finally post the beginning of the next big regional update. So to start, we have an odd textual mystery, to which we kind of started it before, but then I stopped it because I realized that we were going to be reading. So I've come to the conclusion that I do not need to show you guys any of this story. Why? Because it's boring and pointless. I will give you the rundown of it though, because I played through the whole entire thing, recorded the whole entire thing, and kind of wish that I didn't. So this is how the story goes. There was a book that was found in the library of the academia that had all these marks in it and had everybody talking. Kaveh checked out the book that everyone considered to be bad. And see, this book had all these characters that were based on historical figures in Sumer's history. When Kaveh had the book and was drunk, he saw one of the names spelled differently from history, so he thought it was wrong and thought, oh, I'm going to circle this name. Next day, he finished reading the book, realized that the only name that he circled was the actual killer in this whodunit book. And Al-Haytham, who, Kaveh lives with because he can't afford his own place, saw the book after Kaveh had already written in it. I think it was after he was passed out. I don't care to actually go back and check. And realized what Kaveh had done, and so he circled another name to help pass off the fact that this idiot circled the killer. The book ends up being returned by Kaveh, and Tainari checks it out. He sees that the very first name that is circled is the killer, realizes who circled the first name, also who circled the second name, and why the person who circled the second name circled the second name. So Tainari gets a few different colors, circles a few other names in the book. He returns the book, other people start checking it out, people get to talking about it, and eventually Kaveh realizes that this is the book that he circled the name in and figures, I have to fix this somehow, so he goes looking for the book himself. Eventually, we help with getting the book back, and Kaveh decides he's just going to buy the book from the academia at the same value that the book would be to replace it, so that way this book would be gone, people wouldn't be influenced by the fact that he circled the name, and they could just go on their merry way, even though it was a really bad book. The story really did add absolutely nothing, with the exception of an introduction of one character, which I'll go ahead and play now. Sethos, Wisdom's Measure. No scholar who studies King Deshret's civilization fails to understand the significance of the Temple of Silence, and Sethos is none other than the heir to this ancient organization in the history of over 1,000 years. After arriving in Sumer's city, he did not wish to be conspicuous, and so he chose to live in anonymity, crafting an ordinary identity. With his friendly smile and enthusiasm, the skilled conversationalist became a part of the community almost as soon as he arrived. If you run into him on the street by chance, it wouldn't hurt to strike up a conversation. Perhaps he'll share a mysterious desert tale, long lost amidst the sands. So yeah, that's basically the whole story, and the only thing that I really got out of it. I just saved you guys about an hour's worth of time. Now, please enjoy the rest of the half episode where it's probably still pointless, but at least it doesn't feel as much. Maybe. Whatever. Hello, and welcome back to Simulanka. We got a whole bunch of stuff left over from the event that I have to get done if I want to get all the rewards that come with it. So now we're going to go to the figurine fabrication and a good shelf. In the Forest of Blessing dwells a paper frog who has made something interesting. Let's go to that quest. Oh, looks like I got to travel to it a little bit. I'm going to run along here and see if I can get any more pages, because pages are something that you kind of got to collect if you want to get all the rewards from the summer gifts. Yeah, you got to collect pages. So, yeah, I'll be on the lookout for those as I'm running around Simulanka. And don't worry, I won't just leave you to watch me run. That would be boring. Oh, okay. Let's get him over to this lily pad. We got him there. And then A little more. I'm glad I can help you, little froggy. Except for that gave me no pages. Oh, wait, no, it gave me one page. That's not really worth it. Page-wise. The other rewards, it's kind of worth it. All right, where is this dude that needs our help? There he is. Hello there.
Welcome, honored guests. Welcome to the Forest of Blessings. Are you here for a jaunt, or are you here to see the Rain Song Pond jumping competition? Whatever the case may be, may you enjoy your time here. Fortunately, a sudden visit of the draconic variety isn't on the menu anymore. If anything, I'd say that you've come at just the right time. Word is that the dragon's having a bout of good temper. I was just about to bring some paper models over to see him. Hope he likes them. Oh, I forgot. Oh my, I forgot to introduce you to my masterpiece, as well as this outstanding frame. Please look over here. Have a look at this fantastical fabricator. Every paper model I've made up to this moment is inside. I've walked, well, jumped across the entire world and made countless friends on my journey to craft them. For example, the flying squirrel Clenche, who would often drag me into wind currents to try flying, Divot, who loves paper models as I do, and of course, Alof, ever the stone-faced fellow. They were all generous enough to let me make paper models based off them, that I may share these interesting toys with everyone. All right then, grab these Star Sail coins, consider them a welcome gift, then stuff them into the fabricator and finally turn the handle. Let's see what the dewdrop shall bring you today. Once you use these coins up though, you'll have to find a way to get some more on your own. If you want to continue turning the fabricator handle, that is. As to how to get more, well, just ask those good friends of mine. I'm sure they'll have an idea or two. After you get the present, you can exhibit them on the shelf behind me. Strictly speaking, it is a shelf that was the true impetus for my creation of the fantastical fabricator and paper models. But that telling of the tale is no simple thing. Should you so wish, I would be glad to share it with you. But for now, just start the fabricator up. Dreamy dewdrops above willing. You gain the gift you desire, and may your mood be uplifted for the rest of the day.
So, what exactly are we getting out of this? We got 5 Star Sail coins. In the Summertide Scales and Tails event, you can use Star Sail coins gained from this game from game modes within Mosaic of Moments to create many model figurines and figurine fabrication. Fairy tale figurines related to each region's theme can be mounted on said region's good shelf. During the event, these figurines can be exchanged with and given to your friends. That's funny. All right, let's look at the fabricator. One fabrication is 5. We can only do one fabrication. Let's do it. It's really just a gotcha. The heck is that? This is just flowers. Display figurines. Forest of Blessing. I'm so confused. I guess I gotta go find his friends if I want more coins to get more figurines. But is there a point in getting all the figurines? Is there? Giving them to my friends is not a thing. I ain't got friends. I guess this is one of the things. One thing that sucks though is you can get more good shelves. As if I freaking care about the good shelves. I guess I want to fabricate 15 figurines in the Forest of Blessings. And okay, yeah, it looks like what I really just want to do is fabricate 15 figurines if I want to get 30 Primo Gems. Do I really want to do this? Okay, Mosaic of Moments. This is going to be more worth it. So we got the Boreal Flurry. Brave northerly wind. In the Forest of Blessings lives a particularly passionate flying squirrel. Let's go to the quest. Especially since we're currently in the Forest of Blessings. I mean, look, we're right here and that's where we need to be. So let's get going. However, is there other things to be gained and gathered? Like pages and whatnot before I go there? I'll be on the lookout. Oh, I stumbled into something different than what I was gonna do. This is the Rain Song Pond. Well done, my fine hind-legged ladies and gentlemen. Well done indeed. This jumping contest is on fire! Just a moment ago, we saw Stampe the Fearless show his awesome might. With his impressive, epic strength, he's made a stable yet distant leap, one worthy of a favorite to take gold. Next up, we have the one you've all been waiting for, the unequaled, the unrivaled, the unparalleled. Frobert! That is an interesting design. Who will emerge as champion and win the great honor and burden of fetching the princess? What is this, Mario? Before the final round begins, let's take a short break and give our two contestants time to rest. For the time being, the competition venue will be open to you all, so go forth and jump to your heart's content. That is what Rain Song Pond is here for, after all. Alright, but what are we supposed to do here? Also, is this one of the event things in the Mosaic of Moments?
Does not look like it.
We got 53 pages, so we were able to get a bit more goodies. Yeah, I still got a ways to go. What does this do again? After using this item, you can detect all the excerpts of bliss within Simulacra. Who cares about it at that time? I guess at 75, it'll be useful here. Wait, within a certain AoE. All right, but yeah, to see all of them, who cares? You have collected enough by that point. What would be the point of getting more? Let's talk to them. Frobert, I know how nervous you are right now, but this is the final match that every frog has been looking forward to. I'm sorry, Mr. Horello, but Please don't blame him, sir. Give him a moment to rest. After all, Frobert, I'm sure you need some time to think about how you shall pleasantly surprise us all. Stampe, you're good enough, I think. Oh, save it, friend. You will no doubt set a new record in just a moment. Trust me. For now, just rest. You need time. All right. You're right, my friend. I need some time. So what exactly is going on here? I guess leave them be for now. See if there's anything else that I can do. I guess I could talk to the excited paper frog. You got something worth saying? Greetings, honored guest. You don't seem like frogs. What gave it away? Nonetheless, welcome to the Rain Song Pond. May your hind legs be limber. Tell me about the competition. As you have seen and heard, the contest is to decide the frog who's best at jumping. Our contestants go through the qualifiers, group matches, and elimination matches, and only those who make it through all these can reach the finals. That, sounds kind of complicated. It's not complicated at all. Simply step into the arena and clear the challenges that lie before you. Dear guests, if it suits your fancy, you can also try the bouncing contest here. This is meant to test the contestant's speed and stability when jumping. I was just about to do some practice here, then take part in the next contest. But my skills aren't exactly up to par. I can't jump well enough on my own. Would you two be willing to assist me? So there's no competition going on here? Of course! The competition's already reached the finals, so the other venues are now open for practice. Keep practicing, keep jumping, keep competing. That's the way you get better and better. Come on, dear guests. You'll enjoy the bouncing contest too. I guarantee it. So I wanted to get it right there. All right, so now I gotta get this frog all the way over. I can't even see where it's landing. Okay, it landed all right. And over there. Oh, a little shorter, little shorter. One more time. And goal. Talk to the excited paper frog.
This game is pretty fun, don't you think? Paimon wants to give it a try too.
Would be my guess.
But Paimon could pose as much as she's jumping in the air too, you know. It's pretty much the same anyway. I knew you'd enjoy the bouncing contest. But just now, that was just a game. This is a long way off from the real contest. Only the very best of the best of us can take part in the latter. And this contest will decide who is best suited to rescue the princess. Ah, it's just so exciting. Oh, sorry, dear guest. My apologies. I just can't help but ramble on about Furrowbert. After all, the whole reason we've organized so many contests was to choose the paper frog with the steadiest, furthest, most awe-inspiring jumps so that they could go rescue the princess. There's still some time before the final match begins, so feel free to take a look around. Horrell will use his booming voice to remind us when the competition is about to begin. So listen out for it and make sure to find good seats.
When is it going to get to that, though? Talk to the calm frog. What the heck is the calm frog? This is the kind frog. Here's the calm frog.
Welcome, dear guests. I presume you are also here to watch the competition. Welcome, in any case, to Rainsong Pond. Have you come? You've come at the right time, but also perhaps the wrong one. The competition is coming to a close, with only the final, the result which is already beyond doubt, left to take place. I'm sure you have heard of Furrowbert and Estampe. They are both leading exponents in the art of jumping, but in my experience, Furrowbert is sure to win. Furrowbert is far better at this than all other paper frogs, and has won countless championships as a result. He is, therefore, the undisputed favorite. He has the strongest legs, the most agile mind, the most resolute spirit. Most importantly, he constantly seeks to share his know-how with all other frogs.
Are you sure about that resolute spirit?
Estampe is like me. Estampe is, like me, one of the paper frogs who learn by watching him. We respect, trust, and believe that he will once again achieve great success. Before the final begins, I'd like to stay and practice a little longer to prepare for the next round of competitions. If you don't mind, we could practice together. Perhaps you might even come up with some good ideas to help me jump all the better.
So after choosing the paper frog who would save the princess, will you still organize these contests?
Of course, this is not just about rescuing the princess. Most importantly, it's a contest itself, and what it teaches us: self-belief, resolve, bravery. Only a paper frog who understands and embodies such virtues will emerge as our champion. Come then, dear guests. Let's see if you can feel the virtue inherent in our contests.
Observe the paper frog's next attempt.
Oh dear, what a terrible conclusion.
What happened? I've come to your aid. Let's do it. I don't get what I did.
Not bad. You're quite good at this. If you have time, I'd be willing to commend you to the organizing committee. Next time we hold this competition, we'll be able to measure ourselves against one another. Still, I shan't take up more of your time until then. The final is about to begin. I guess we'll have to see just how good this Furrowbert guy is. He'll blow your socks off for sure. Still, he did seem a bit nervous when I saw him recently. He was constantly practicing the most basic moves and then getting annoyed at how he was performing them. But these are the finals. It's normal to get nervous, right?
A bit of nerves to be expected.
That's what I thought too. No, I still believe in him. He's not the type to give in so easily. I've got to keep practicing myself. If you'd like, dear guest, please feel free to have a look around. The finals are about to begin, though, so be sure you don't miss them.
Maybe Furobert is just a shadow of his former froggy self.
And here it is, here it comes. My hind-legged ladies and gentlemen. The unparalleled Furobert steps forward to make his leap, and he jumped 3 lotus leaves and fell into the water. It seems we have a champion. The one who will welcome our princess is Estampe! Congratulations to our... No, Mr. Harrell, I protest. This is ridiculous, absurd even. I shall not accept the title of champion in this manner. Goodness gracious, by the morning dew. Come now, you surpass Furobert in front of all frog kind. Furobert slipped up, that's all. He's just not in good form, you know. That will not convince me, nor any other paper frogs. Anyway, let's give Furobert a moment to himself. We'll continue this later. Seems we have guests. Welcome to Rainsong Pond. What can I help you with?
We saw a frog make a really awesome leap.
Then you must have caught sight of Furobert. He is one of the participants in the contest, and the finest jumper in all the pond. Or so he once was. A contest? Ooh, Paimon gets it. This must be that sort of competition to see who can jump the best. Very sharp of you, young lady. This is exactly the sort of competition we're running. Only the most legendary leaper and skilled skipper may take the crown, thus earning the great burden of rescuing the princess. Sounds pretty cool. Shame we seem to have missed it all, though.
Otherwise, I'd have taken part. What a shame. You'd have done so well too, Paimon.
But why Paimon? Flying doesn't normally involve much bouncing, you know.
Paimon, I'm looking at you right now. You're bouncing up and down. Flying's faster than jumping. It'll be an easy win for you.
But wouldn't that be cheating? You're supposed to use your hind legs to jump.
You're supposed to use your legs to jump, not hind.
One of us had to take part. It had to be you. Still, Paimon's never seen you jump that far before, except when you were running away from monsters.
In that case, you do well to ask our champion over here for some advice. My apologies, dear guests. And Mr. Horrell, too. But I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm no champion.
But as surely as the lotus stems stand, according to the rules, you are the champion.
I'll be the judge of that, thank you very much. This contest is meant to pick the best of us, the most skilled jumpers, to go save our princess. This is a matter of the honor of all frog kind. And Furobert is the best of us, very best of us. You know this. All of us do. So Furobert was really that impressive?
Oh, we've heard a lot of other frogs talking about him. Is everything they say about him true?
That's right. Furobert was the best frog in our pond. He could easily bounce all the way across 12 lotus leaves and land on the 13th. And he'd land so lightly that the dew upon the leaf would not be disturbed. He could even jump between lotus leaves amidst a flowing river and not fall into the water, no matter how fierce the current was. So I'm guessing he's not in good form right now. He's hopping off.
Yeah, he seemed kind of down. He looked super sad when he was leaving just now, too.
He's just having a temporary rough patch. That's the only reason he made that mistake. Please, Mr. Harrell, for the sake of the contest and the sake of our calling, I'd like to ask for a rematch. If you deem it necessary, you can consult the opinion of all the other frogs. I'm sure they'll concur.
Listen, Estampe, I know you're a capital fellow, sharp-minded and understanding to boot. But did you not see how Furobert was faring? He left without even attempting to make another leap.
I'll speak with him. We trained together all this time, so I know how he feels. He'll understand.
For the love of lotus leaves and loosened dew. All right, I'll go with you to meet Furobert. We'll come along too. We're really good at encouraging people.
And we're great jumpers too.
Yeah? Have you been secretly training behind Paimon's back or something?
I'm just good at making others jump. A long way away.
Ha ha ha! Most humorous and polite. Thank you for your goodwill. In that case, let us go together. With any luck, that good humor of yours might soothe his sore spirit. Pawn protect us. I wonder which shall serve us better, the soft or hard approach. I don't know. Neither of them really seem to be working.
Oh my gosh, they're all the way up here.
He's here! Ah, there you are. The word ceremony is over then? Just the opposite, in fact. Mr. Horrell and I are of the opinion that things are far from over. Indeed. I hereby announce, in my capacity as referee, that you, Mr. Farbert, have one more chance to jump. To maintain the fairness of this competition, and to fulfill our duty as the to the calling, you must do a re-jump.
Duty.
Dear Mr. Horrell, I, as a contestant, cite the competition rules pertaining to competitive behavior that may bring harm to oneself and one's tribe. I forfeit my second jump attempt. I do not want to disappoint everyone again, nor bring ruin to our calling. This is the only truly reasonable course of action. Wow, what a professional answer. He even had the specific clauses handy.
He even gave it a touch of emotional appeal.
All right, looks like playing hardball isn't going to work. Oh, lucent dew and lotus leaves.
But you haven't left the venue.
I do not understand what you mean to say, dear guest.
This is the best place from which to watch the competition unfold. If you really wanted to give up, you wouldn't have stayed here.
But that's true. You can see everything going on in a long-distance jumping contest from here. If he really had given up and no longer wanted to have anything to do with the contest, why would he say? I do not wish to talk about this anymore. I believe I've been clear. Sorry, Estampe, and our two guests as well.
What about Mr. Horrell?
He didn't even wait for Paimon to finish speaking. Hold Thorobert for Pawn's sake.
Now where are we supposed to go? Ah, that's where he went to hiding. Just right over this way.
So tiring. Listen to us, would you?
Let's actually just go with...
Hang on a moment. Is there anything else I can help you with, dear guests? You saw the terrible state I was in. I admit, mostly knew that you were going to say the moment I saw you arriving with the Stampe. My answer is no, and so it will always be. Look at my ankles. They're not ankles that can carry such a heavy burden. Not one that can save a princess.
They look pretty sturdy, like pretty sturdy ankles to me.
A finer pair of ankles I have never seen. Yeah. Paimon hasn't either. But I made a mistake. No, I've been making mistakes all along. I'm sorry, you two, but I cannot continue competing. Why the heck not? Yo, hey. Where you going? Hey, don't go. I just want to tell you one last thing. All frogs make mistakes. They just need to learn from them. That's all. Good guess. You do not understand. I initially believed that mistakes were mere drops of dew that fall upon our heads. Nothing that could truly knock a froggy down. But I was wrong. Perhaps they were never mere drops, but rather more akin to rocks at the bottom of a pond. Withered wood stuck into a waterbed or a vent hidden within the muck. We can overlook them, bury them, step over them, or pretend they don't exist. But they will not rest, my friend. They will await their opportunity for a chance to come back to bite you. Please go, and let me go too. I'm nothing but a mere lotus head who has had all its seeds removed. Even a light breeze would surge through
the many holes in my heart chill me to the bone. I cannot take this great burden. This is the voice of my heart. I've let all frogs down, including myself. You still have a retry, you know.
Yeah, you've got another chance to prove yourself.
I do not wish to taste the bitter pang of failure once more. My legs and my heart cannot.
Whoa! This lotus leaf is moving all of a sudden. What's going on?
What? But it should have been fixed in place. No, it's moving forward. Please stand firm, dear guests. I will steer it as best I can. Wait. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, that. Lowered. Lowered. Lowered.
Woo, it's got to be the end. What a close call.
I've trained here before. I'm pretty used to it. Wait, those two frogs on the shore. One got knocked. Wait. Looks like we won't be able to reach the shore now. What? I can't control him now. We're just flying off. Maybe we're supposed to, though. I can do this. I can do this. Looks like I'm the one controlling it. Leave it to me. Hang tight. You got it. You got it. Come on, dude. Would you look at that? Look at that. Furobert, the unyielding. Furobert, the bold. He sees the opportunity for a retry and a spectacular leap. Spectacular indeed. This is a miracle without precedent. He is the only paper frog ever to leap across this precipice. I knew you had it in you, Furobert. I believed in you. Lotus leaf that suddenly started moving. That was your doing, wasn't it? It was something that Mr. Horrell and I came up with together. I apologize, dear guests, for hiding this from you. I do it all over again. All right then, Furobert. Now that everyone has witnessed your great leap, you no longer have any reason to reject the victor's crown. But this was a coincidence, a miracle born of circumstances. Just one fluke leap. It was only with the aid of these two guests I was able to do it at all. I'll be honest, we were just having fun drifting alongside you.
Exactly. We were just watching from the sidelines. That big jump was all you.
Still, our work wasn't in vain.
Right? It would have been a waste to stand by and watch such a brilliant frog give up like that. You love it so much. You trained so hard for so long. It would have been awful if you just given up.
A tragedy for you and frog kind. Ah, honored guests. Truly, your hearts are purer than the first drop of morning dew. I'm sorry, my friend, to have done so much and done you such an injustice. You should have been the winner of that match. Ah, come now. You proved that you were the best of us. Did you not? Please listen to me. You have many competitions ahead of us, and I will gladly compete with you 100, 1,000 times more. But this time, we must put our best frog forward to fetch the princess. That is our calling, and the best of Rainsong Pond rests upon it. As such, there is no room for error. Do you understand me? I do. Good, Furobert. That's wonderful. Ha ha ha. Well, this all seems to have turned out great. We have ourselves a real champion now, don't we? Next up, our champion shall go rescue the princess, and then our calling will be complete. Not to interrupt or anything. About that princess of yours.
Yeah, so, you said a whole bunch about the princess of yours. Fetch her this, best frog that. Now everything's ready. You actually know where the princess is?
Of course. We are about to go receive and rescue her, for she lives in a tower made of vines and giant trees. Only the bravest, boldest, most jumpiest of frogs may evade the thorns and deep mist leaping atop the tower to deliver the princess from her cage. Seems like a lot of pressure to be putting on someone. I'll definitely fall down halfway. Come now, Thorbert. Don't be in such a rush to return to the pond. Why, we haven't even laid eyes upon that tree. Our hard work has paid off. We have located the tower. It is in the kingdom of breezes and bells. Mr. Horrell, there is not there but forest and flying squirrel. Certainly not a high tower. Are you certain that is our destination? Absolutely. I personally want to inspect that place. The tower there is so high that you can barely see the top. There are none, I reckon, who might scale it apart from us paper frogs.
That sounds really impressive.
Then let's meet in the kingdom.
You're coming along too? That would be wonderful. Looks like we got quite the crowd for our little princess welcoming party. Not bad. Not bad at all.
See, I knew things would work out for the best. Oh, I thought it was going to be Paimon since she moved. Let's make our preparations, then set forth for the kingdom of breezes and bells. As for you, dear guests, we shall see you there. Ah yes, Mr. Thorbert. Please go to the award ceremony first, would you? It will take place at the pond. No! We'll consider that done for now and go on to the next thing I'm supposed to do.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the rays sprayed. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me either.